Hey everybody, Scott Ogan coming at you here today. I thought it'd be fun. We just got the new shaft optimizer in from Mizuno. This is a 3D shaft optimizer where it's actually measuring all the data. It's going to speed up the process for measuring, but what I'm most excited about is it actually measures lie angle dynamically throughout the swing. So I thought I'd give it, we just got it ready. You know, we got it last week and then the app's ready to go. So figured let's just give it a run through and see how it works. So we'll take you through the whole process, what it can do and how it can fit us for a golf club relatively quick. All right, so we're gonna start off the process. We've got the app open, very, very simple. So we're gonna go ahead and just put my name in there. So I've already chosen, I particularly like these JPX 919 tours. These things are pretty sweet. So I'm gonna try it out on this club head. So I'm gonna go ahead and select my club head family here. So what that's gonna do is get me into the app. So once I get going, you can see it starts blinking. Actually, it's telling me we are ready to go. So it automatically knows I want to go automatic mode, and it's asking for the shots. So when we do this, typically it's 3 shots. So that's what we do. So we just say begin, and it's going to start preparing. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to go through this as well. So once it's preparing, we're ready to hit. So I'm going to hit 3 shots. Let's see what we get. Let's see how it goes. We'll hit that good. You can see immediately it says it's receiving the data, and wow, that pops up pretty quick. That popped up really quick. So you can see here, as we look at the data, 86 miles per hour, the standard numbers you had on the old optimizer, but now we don't have to enter them in. It's just tempo, toe down, your kick angle, and release factor. So it's gonna give me my numbers. I'm gonna hit next because I wanna do all 3 shots, get the most data. And so it's preparing again. So we gotta wait for it to be ready. We got a red light that comes up and then it's gonna go back to blue, letting me know that we're ready to go. So far, that wasn't too bad to get it set up. So we're ready. So there's a second. Again, it receives the data. And again, popped up pretty good, pretty quick there. And we got 87, 75, 73. Okay, and then we're gonna do our 3rd shot. So again, it's going to prepare. So it looks like it's got to prepare every time, but that's okay. I actually don't mind that. A lot of times when I do fittings, I get people that go way too fast and they get tired. And so this is actually going to slow you down and actually be almost like you're hitting a shot on the course. But now we're ready to go. It doesn't take that long actually, but it's going to slow you down. Okay. So far what I like is it didn't miss a shot. I made 3 swings, I got 3 sets of data. That's pretty good. So we're gonna take a look at it here. So let's go ahead and do that. So again, 86, that's pretty good. I was consistent there, pretty consistent across the tempo, toe down, kick angle, and release factor. So I'm gonna click finish, and it's gonna actually bring me into a screen here. It's going to bring me into a screen where I can look at some of my profiles, right? I can zoom in, just a cool little graph to be able to look at it. And then actually I can pull up some pro options, just kind of see where I'm at. Okay, so I'm a little bit, a little bit on the lower side. That's not shocking news, but I'm a little bit lower than pros would be. But that's actually a really cool feature as well as you start going through it. So from there, I can click over to shaft recommendations. So it's going to tell me what I need. So currently in my golf clubs, I play the KBS Tour just stiff, okay? It's about 120 gram shaft, or I think it's 129, something like that. So it's a little bit heavier. So they're still saying I need to be in that heavier side, right? So they're saying I need to be in this heavier side of shaft, but they're actually saying I need an X-Flex. So that might be actually something I can check. So I can actually get on the cart. The cart comes with every shaft, so we'll have every option as we go. Now, as we start looking through this, we go into a bunch of different options as you go. So I can start getting some shafts that I'm going to try out and see what I like. So that would be part of that process. What's really cool, and I wanted to test out, is what I can do is select my height, which you could do before, okay? So it's gonna give me kind of a static way to measure a golf club here. It's going to give me a static way to measure it and get an idea of length. Then we can go from there and do it dynamically. But it's going to tell me, all right, I need to be about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch up. That's I have a 1/2 inch, or sorry, long. I have a 1/2 inch long in my clubs currently, so we're okay there. I just like them a little bit lower. And then this is the part we go to. I love this. So what it's going to do is actually measure the lie angle. We used to do this, you know, at first you did it on a lie board, then we started doing it with dry erase markers and seeing where you strike the golf ball. So it was always kind of a subjective science. Well, we've done it here where it's actually already read that for me. And it's telling me I need to be 2 degrees up, which coincidentally, when I do this test on a lie board, that's what I always get. I need to be 2 degrees up. Now, that's awesome. So I already start to like this because that shows me it's pretty accurate. So from the old tests that I'm used to, I'm getting the same data, but that is way faster than it used to be. You used to have to tape up the golf club and get the board out, a few practice shots on the board, then you're always worried about smashing the board and all of that stuff. So it's nice you just hit normal shots and you get what you need. So from there, we just take it, we can go into, you know, starting to select our clubs. You know, we've tried out a few shafts, see which ones we like. We now can get into, all right, this is what the length and the lie angle of that's going to be, and then we can continue on. So really liking that so far as just being as fast as it possibly can be. So that's an awesome feature. All right, so that was the process using the new shaft optimizer. This thing's pretty sweet. I mean, that was 5 minutes, 4 minutes of just hitting shots, and I was talking during that too. So I mean, literally 3-4 minutes, we were able to hit a few shots, get an extremely accurate read and build out, and then from there we just have to do a little bit of testing on the shafts, see which ones feel the best, get the best kind of shot results we want, and then decide what clubs we're going to put in the set. I mean, that's pretty awesome, and I feel really confident that it was accurate, knowing that when I've done the tests in the past, seeing that lie angle come up, how it's always read there, really makes me feel comfortable with what you're getting as far as a read, and then also starting to see, all right, hey, it's just faster to do it. It's more efficient, and I like that. So as somebody that's trying to get, you know, spending more time on, let's hit some shots and see what we like, as opposed to getting the cumbersome data and the measurements that you need to get when you're doing a fitting, that's really, really cool. So shaft optimizer, definitely something to check out. We've got it here at Scott Hogan Golf. If you want to get fit and see what your irons are looking like, that's what you can do, and we'd love to have you in, but this is a really cool tool. Can't wait to kind of mess around with it some more. So for those of you out there, if you have one or if you go and try one, what I'd love to hear is your feedback on what you get. You know, obviously it's brand new, literally just came out. The app came out 2 days ago, and so I want to hear what you think about the optimizer. And my thing is always, how can we push the boundaries? How can we push the boundaries of new things? So I'm always interested in doing that. So make sure you leave some comments, let us know what you think, and we'd love to hear any questions you have about it. I'd love to explain and explore the app too, so let me know what you want to know about it, and we'll be happy to make sure you hear our answer to that. So awesome, thanks so much for watching, and make sure you check it out from Mizuno Golf.